get this thing to sit right, maybe. Little technical difficulties with the camera again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here streaming some more Niho 2. Since the last time we streamed for you, our character's actually gotten a fair bit stronger. Not mountain stronger, but no, strong enough to hold her own against a fair few enemies. Let's see what kind of gifts we got. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm trying to be reasonable, but I am getting kind of tired of this camera nonsense. If it keeps up, I'm just gonna turn the damn camera off because I don't want to fight with it. Give me just 1 second. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn the camera off because I'm tired of having the thing falling over and all that other crap. So we're just not gonna deal with it. No, no, thank you. No, thank you very much. Now, our dual Uchigatanas that we have are doing 486 damage. We can stack damage pretty quickly with them. 494. We are almost, I'd say, I'm hoping this thing will clear 500 damage per attack. And we're going to start out, pardon me, with, go to the next country over here. Yeah, I think we're going to do the mysterious one-night castle. Because our overall strength has gotten to the point where I can handle most of these enemies in short order without too much difficulty. I'm not saying they're all pushovers. I mean, they're still considerably dangerous, but when caution is used, they're far less of a problem. Use regular arrows. I don't want to waste sacred arrows. We are trying to finish ranking this up, so. Yeah, I've also buffed some of our gear to give us more key in life, so we're able to withstand a little bit more damage. Plus we still have our Eureki health proc popping fairly regularly, so that assists us. What's going on, Rudy Taker? It is wonderful to see you in our stream. Alrighty, there is going to be an archer right here. He just spotted us, but archers, for the most part, and guys with rifles are rarely ever what anyone would consider a considerable threat. Usually because their big thing is the ability for them to shoot. Without that ability, or even with that ability, honestly, their health, because of the way they're set up, is greatly diminished. So, I myself still have a little bit of trouble working on moves like parrying, but I'm working on getting better at that. Reduce the amount of damage that I take. I mean, luckily a couple of pieces of the armor that I'm wearing have an auto regen called Eureki gear, which is incredibly helpful. Doesn't solve all problems, but it certainly makes life a fair bit easier. Okay, this guy's gonna be a complete jerk and dodge all of our stuff. So, we come on down here and put a whooping on him. That's right, come and get it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, not much of a threat, really. And let's see what we ended up with overall. Okay, so it came out with 503 for the whole shot. That's actually quite good in the way of damage. Well, that's level 42. That's simply not going to be up to snuff. Trying to constantly crank up the damage more and more, but I wouldn't say it's not possible, but it can be rather challenging, depending on the methods you use. I'm going to switch back to our main sword, and I'm going to imbue our sword with a bit of fire. Yeah, he did attack us and hurt us a little bit, but I'm not terribly concerned with that. I'm gonna freeze him solid, and then I'm gonna hit him like that. Yeah, I'm using paralysis shurikens to try and build up his personal paralysis. I'm not entirely sure how the hell he still got me, but that's okay. I'm not angry about it either. No, we're just gonna go with the dual blades because I can attack him faster. Gonna imbue these with fire, and then we're gonna attack him again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this guy seems to be ignoring my my yokai burst counters. Not really sure how or why, nor do I really care. Okay, that is the third time he has done that to me, and that is one slight issue with this game. The enemies grab just far too often, but we got him. We were victorious. Crappy ass Wyra. I hate those particular creatures. I really do. I'll pick up all this stuff. Anything we can't directly use, we'll break down for materials. Yeah, there's going to be a homicidal grandma right here. It's not letting me lock on to her, but it's death. That would be too easy. At least that's what I call it. Basically a murderous old woman demon person thing. Yes. Blah blah blah. Join my party, peasant. Let's see. Yeah, we don't really have a whole lot in our bag of tricks, but yeah, many times the Enkies will go for a free attack combo, and you can, if your timing is right, you can quickly turn that against them. God, I hate yokai pools. Yeah, guard where you can, because you're about to catch a whooping. Yes, you are. Okay, we have a hand cannon that we picked up. By completing this level, you automatically get a hand cannon. Yeah, I'm actually gonna wait for this guy to come around, because these guys are such dicks. Really? Come on, then. No, let's take a chunk out of him. One thing you have to be really careful of when having this, whoever he is assisting you, he can be somewhat helpful, but he can physically get in your way, and he can, and if you're not careful, can and will get you killed. I'm not sure whether that was intentionally done by the designers or not, but this guy's kind of a pain in the ass, and isn't always the most helpful. Not saying he's a complete piece of shit, but he's, you know, his level of usefulness is dubious at best. I thought since the last time we streamed, this is pretty much where we ended it on this level, and the boss fight at the tail end of it, so. I've kind of returned back to our original setup of having a 3-sword build. I still use the Kusarigama on occasion, and I've moved into using the tonfas a little bit. But this, not for the whole shot, the swords really are the optimum choice so far. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna let our so-called helper play bait for this bad guy so we can just get rid of him. Yeah, this level, once you get pardon me, a fair ways along, and you're relatively strong. You can get through this level. Well, I wouldn't say no trouble, but minimal issues. Alright, we're gonna. Okay, that guy's good. Nice. Well, he actually made himself useful this time. That's kind of cool. I don't hate this character. I just think he can. Pardon us. Can be more trouble than he's worth at times. Because, like I mentioned before, he can body block and. Becomes more of an obstacle than an assistance. Like that, he just shoved me just now. No, it's not really the optimum type of behavior you want out of someone assisting your survival. Anyway, time to bomb Grandma. Oh, cool, and Grandma drowned, so we're... Saves us the grief of wasting ammo on her wrinkly old ass. Yep, always want to make sure to get rid of that particular Gaki, because they're a full-on pain in the ass. They really are. Also, we want to open this floodgate or close it. Yeah, because that gives us a direct route back to, I wouldn't say the starting spot, but at least will give us a crack at that shrine over there if we need it. Yeah, when you first start playing this game, the Enki will use that, and yeah, a particular move can be a problem. Yeah, when you're at the level that we are, it's not as much of an issue. It's still an issue, but it's not an insta-kill like when you first start off playing, which sucks tremendously when it happens, but that also kind of behooves you to pay better attention to your enemy then. Yep, there goes your horn. Yeah, breaking enemy horns is something you want to try to do as soon as reasonably possible. Because without their horns, that automatically reduces their ki by half to 3/4, depending on what type of creature it is. Yeah, when you first run into like the aberrant soldiers in the Viper Sanctum, they can be fairly troublesome, but once you get strong enough and kind of get a handle on dealing with them, they're not all that terrible. And we're gonna use that sacred arrow just to put him to bed. Yeah, there's a Tengu behind us. I don't mess with them usually. Yeah, Tengus can be especially troublesome unless you're putting out a really large amount of damage really quickly. Mostly because of their spinning and their wind attack. Okay, see, kids, and that's what happens when Grandma goes off her meds. Okay, did we get rid of... Nope, we didn't get rid of this guy yet, but we certainly can. We're actually going to shoot him with the hand cannon, just for chuckles. Yep, down you go. Down you go, big guy. Alright, and now we're gonna take care of this Enki, because, yeah. Oh, nice. Yep, first strike right out of the gate, and he snaps his horn off. Here. Have some of your own medicine, bastard. And that's it. Kiss the floor and call me Emperor. Yeah, Enkis aren't, I wouldn't say they're not dangerous, but their attack patterns are way more obvious and a bit, I wouldn't say cadenced, but much slower and much more deliberate than some other creatures who now the type of behaviors that they do are a lot more telegraphed than some faster moving enemies. Yeah, I'm gonna get this out, and I'm gonna use an explosive shell in it because I hate the friggin' snake woman. I hate them. I hate them so goddamn much. Not particularly afraid of them, it's just they're a monumental pain in the ass if you do not capitalize on any of their attack pattern openings. Like, really, really quickly. Yeah, you will be very, very sorry if you don't. Oh, I have another shell for that. I think I'm just gonna kill him with a rock, though. His health's... Yeah, his health's low enough. We can probably kill him with rocks. Which is an embarrassing way to die, enemy or otherwise. It's actually really embarrassing. For, you know, you... Like, these guys would go to hell, and one guy's like, hey, George, hey, Fred, how you doing? It's like, how'd you buy it this time? Some gorgeous young woman killed me with a rock. So, yeah, I don't know about you, but death by stoning is an embarrassing way to go. Especially in a video game. To the player. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try for a... I'm trying to snap the thing's horn off, but there we go. There we go. Now notice I switched to medium stance. Mostly to conserve ki. There we go. Even though I have several abilities working, like yeah, it's an additional. It's a title bonus, as well as several other additional perks, specifically for sword, that allow me to regain some ki. And no, I'm not going to waste a hand cannon around on him. This guy, however, I'm going to, because they suck and nobody likes them. Yeah, that allows me to, while I'm blocking, get back my ki quicker. Should have gone with a more aggressive attack. You may have actually got me that time. Yeah, and this Gaki's just kind of wandering around. I wouldn't say aimlessly, but he patrols the top of that ridge. And it kind of behooves you. I use that word a lot in my streams. I know it's kind of a big one, but it'll help you out to just kill him right off so he can't... Pardon me. So he can't drop on you and bite you and steal some of your energy and grow large. Because nobody really wants that. It's just... Yeah, it's an unnecessary nuisance that nobody really wants to have to deal with. So... and I do have some explosives, so I might be able to... Oh, shit. You have to be very careful here. If you're not, Grandma will actively try to push you into the water, and that's mostly the way characters are designed. I won't say they're being lazy, but their job is to kill the player by any means necessary, and And that includes pushing the player into the water where they will drown, because characters in this universe, as well as the Dark Souls universe, which they may or may not share, apparently cannot swim. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna switch to our dual swords, because we are gonna be in a end of the level boss fight momentarily here. Yeah, I was hoping to oh cool, and I healed from that. Let's see, do I have any scrolls? Let me check our hang on, we earned some kind of title somewhere, somehow, some way. No, I got, yeah, looks like 5 more titles before I get a point, or a couple of points. Yeah, I do apologize for all the yawning. It's been quite a long day. Watch her emulator. Yada 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 yada. Let's see. No, I don't really. Well, I suppose I could. Oops, didn't mean to do that, but. Okay, we're gonna equip that there. It's kind of a gamble, because that, if we double tap, it'll bring us back to the page with all the healing items, but we're gonna be using dual swords. That single sword is done. I am working on trying to upgrade this Kusarigama. Yeah, both these swords are at 503. They just have different stats. And I don't know, it's a toss-up. Like, this one does more base damage. It depends, I guess, on which opponent you're facing. Any hooser. Let's see. Okay, well, we're gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna stay with our dual swords for this fight. I think I'm also going to. Yeah, it won't take long for anima gauge to fill entirely. So let's just get right to it. Yeah, when possible. Yeah, using the trees as cover, highly advised. Yep. Sharp as this creature's claws and tail may be, there are some trees you cannot cut through. They're simply just too thick to cut through. Yeah, and if you get off a burst counter, definitely use it to your advantage to capitalize. And create as much damage as you possibly can as fast as you can. Oh, that was a good hit. Even though I initiated the the counter. Apparently it wasn't nearly fast enough. Because my timing on that type of thing sucks. At that time I didn't even bother trying for a counter. And I get knocked around a little bit, but surprise! It's my turn. Get down here and get what's coming to you. Oh yeah, it's whooping time, baby. And down you go. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Ooh, and it's a purple Kusarigama. Let's see if it's worth a damn. I think this will be my third or fourth of this particular soul core from that creature, which could be especially useful since his overall attack power is fairly decent. It's not the most powerful creature in the whole game. I haven't gotten far enough along to know which creature is the most powerful soul core in the entire game. And that's just based off of like singular drop. That's got nothing to do with multiple different like when you upgrade him and all that fun stuff. Alright, we're gonna see if we can squeeze some more damage out of this guy here. Pardon me. Well, it looks like if I do it, if I combine them, that's gonna give this little guy a hell of a, it's gonna knock his overall attack up, plus 2 additional attack, dash key consumption goes down, quick attack damage goes up by, pardon me, by 2.1%. Actually fairly powerful. I want to see, is this the one I have currently have, or is that I think that's the one I just finished with, but I want to make sure I can't fuse again. Okay, so no, that's the one I just finished combining. So that is very nice. Very nice. Gives us a nice little punch. The Enki I'm currently using is an Enki Soul Core level 38. I'd love to find one that's now a level 40 that's honestly worth our time, and especially one that has the attack on it. This game can in some ways be a little tricky. Not in an awful way, in a very intricate way, in a pleasant way. Because you really do have to think about your play style, the type of NPCs you're fighting, whether they be human NPCs or yokai. You have to really think about your strategy when it comes to attack versus defense. I mean, because don't get me wrong, attack is, overall outright attack is wonderful, but it's very easy to get yourself in over your head if you're not careful about balancing those correctly. Oh, and I got a point for my trouble. Soul Core drop rate, anima charge. Don't get me wrong, anima charge is very useful, but Soul Core drop rate is something I would actively go for. Just me personally. let's see. Yeah, let's check out some of the gear we obtained. So those are actually up to 488 because of the additional +2 damage that we got off using those two soul cores just now. 207. This one, nice as it may be, is not going to compete with this level 45 that I currently have. And pardon my French, but that's always kind of the bitch of things, really. It is picking and choosing equipment and gear that you're going to actively use, and constantly hunting for better and better equipment at all times. Well, it's because I'm looking at the bow and not the hand cannon itself. That's one thing that will trip you up, is like a lot of times you'll click on a particular weapon. You need to, if you're trying to find the very best version of that weapon. I mean, purple is exceptionally good. Green is, the ultimate. But you can usually only find those in much later levels. But like this hand cannon here. Now, this is the top of the line one that I have, but you have to select other hand cannons to kind of compare. And comparing on the fly can be kind of a pain in the ass, honestly. And that's not say anything negative about the game at all. No. The game and its mechanics are wonderful. You just need to take your time and really, like I said, choose your skills and your and gear. Kind of tailoring your skills and gear to the situations you're going to be walking into, versus what you assume you may be walking into. So, yeah. Let's see. I mean, I could go absolutely madcap madness with the overall toughness, but toughness in and of itself, don't get me wrong, toughness is wonderful for anti-stagger and things like that. But I like to stack things based on, I wouldn't say the build I'm working on, but the overall aesthetic and types of skills I'm using. Like this in particular, I'm looking at like if I use my paralysis shurikens, if I freeze them on the spot, I will actively let's see here. Yeah, if I freeze them on the spot, then it will give me a fairly good boost to my damage when I do a quick draw slash Ikei. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, I did this mission for you guys already. Did that one. Haven't really gone through that one yet. I've kind of taken care of most everything else in this region that I can see. I haven't messed with that too much, and that's probably because that gives you poison and element damage, which I don't not against poison, but I don't think it's really my thing. I'm gonna go over here to Awakening. Heck, we might even just go into the dojo and goof around for a little bit. bunch of... Oh yeah, we're not quite there yet. We've got a ways to go before we get there. What to do? You know, I think we're gonna go all the way back to the first level, just to terrorize some of the creatures in here. It'll be just 1 second before we begin. Let's see. All right. Okay, sorry about that little delay, folks. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, and let's work on boosting this Kusarigama while we're here, just for chuckles, I guess. I wouldn't say you can stun lock him, but you can definitely keep him keep him fairly stuck on one spot for a bit. Yeah, and you also have to keep in mind that this Kusarigama is not even fully maxed on familiarity. So yeah, fully maxed on familiarity. This thing's gonna be ridiculous. That's like And overall 1900 cumulative damage between those two attacks. Also doesn't hurt that they're sneak attacks, so that of course they're going to be boosted a bit. Alright, let's pop another since we just got here, we might as well get the most out of it. Okay. It's gonna kind of tear through these human raiders, and we'll I see about taking down a Yoki in a minute here. Nice and easy. Careful not to step off the edge, because that does happen on occasion. Yep, gotcha. Nice and careful and sneak up on him. Yep, that guy's good. I really don't need to mess with the guys on the roof, but whatever. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with these guys because I don't care about them enough. But yep, down you go. There's a bunch of different tricks you can do with this weapon, but that one, even though it's very, very plain, it works quite well against Yoki in particular. To snap their horns and stun them on sight. It's quite useful. Yes. And our health proc is just going absolutely crazy. Because we're pretty much buzzsawing our way through the enemy. Yeah, it's not always perfect, and this fighting style and weapon can leave you open. However, if you use it correctly, you can pretty much dominate any enemy you come across. If you keep up the pressure and just keep pouring it on, there's not much they can do about it except basically just take it on the chin, quite literally. I'm very curious to see how things turn out against Mizuki. Let's see. Still at 422. We haven't even gotten that much in the way of familiarity. Yeah, like that. The single sword I showed you guys, it was like 503. The most recent one took forever to get the familiarity stat to go up. That's like, go up, damn it. It took absolutely forever. Alright, we're gonna... Yeah. And, kind of what happens when you get to a certain level, then the enemies become absolutely obsessed with grab. And that's pretty much the end of Mizuki. And as I mentioned before, do keep in mind this weapon's not even really caught its stride yet. Yeah, full familiarity and a little bit of work in tempering some of the skills I want, and that thing will be an absolute ass beater. And I think tonight's stream, I'm gonna give it a bit more. I know we've been at it for almost an hour, but that's gonna be our pretty much our stopping point. It's the hour mark. Past couple of streams I've done were 2 hours, 2.5 hours each, and needless to say, we're got nothing to do with the streaming so much. We slept for about, collectively about 5 hours in the past 24, so we're kind of tired. Let's take a look and see what stats are attached to this thing. Yeah, this one's a 40, and yes, it does have more more familiarity than this does, but I wouldn't say that's entirely a problem. High attack, high active skill damage, 7. High attack key consumption, strong attack key damage. I'm not saying I hate this one, but it's... I don't know. I'm gonna lock this one just in case. Now let's take a look at some of our gear. See if we wanna... Well, we have been fiddling around with tonfas lately, so let's... I think we might have already messed with the stats on that. So, life gain on melee kill, strong attack damage, a bunch of spears and other odds and ends. Yeah, I have this particular one locked, but we did just pick this one up, so may have to block this one and ditch the other two. Just an happenstance, because one starts out quite a bit stronger. I'm going to refashion that one now, because all told, I don't really go for the wooden look too much. The Ippon Datara Odachi's ugly as all get out. You know, Blood Spider Blade, nah. I actually really like the look of that one. It's very clean looking. And I think... even though we are kind of jumping around a little bit, I'm going to run back through Village of the Cursed Blossoms, but we're going to do it with the Odachi that I just picked up. And that should pretty much do it for the stream by that point. Do that, and where the hell are you? 4:30. That can't possibly be the... Ah, there you are. Mid-attack key consumption, melee key consumption critical. We can get rid of that. I hate that particular stat. Swap it out. Yeah, Odachi is basically just a giant ass sword. Well, let's see what kind of chopping we can do with this. No, that's pretty neat. No, that could have hurt us, but luckily we, I don't know why I always miss, I suck at timing on most things, so. Ow. Yeah, if I get KO'd, I'm not really gonna be surprised. But, oh, really? Yep, down you go. And we got him. That's kind of cool. I'm not even worrying about any of the soul cards that him or the Gozuki or Mezuki drop. Because the ones on this level are not going to be... yeah, they're going to be, on the best of days, far from optimal. Yep, and now we're pretty much just going to try and run through the rest of this level to get to the boss fight. Yes. It's a dangerous prospect, no doubt, but... on the flip side, it could always be worse. No, no thank you, no thank you. Can't visit Mama. It's always kind of cool. They don't really seem to chase you in here. Maybe because they know it's cursed, or maybe they just don't know. I don't know. Couldn't really give you a pardon me. Couldn't really give you a reasonable articulation of why they won't follow me in here, but it's the way it's set up. So pardon me. Pardon me. My goodness. Ugh. Yeah. And we're running just a dash behind schedule. Call it 2 minutes. 2 minutes over. But now kick it into high gear. We'll kill this boss, and that will do it. Oh yeah. No, I'm okay getting kicked in the head every now and then. And that's it. Bingo. Yep. Hope you folks have enjoyed the stream as much as we've enjoyed putting it on for you. And that's gonna do it. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll be streaming again this coming Sunday. Take it easy, folks. Bye-bye.